too loud. Welcome to Sky World. This is it. This is our world. This block right here, it's a Specter Block. Now, ooh, I haven't seen this UI in a long time. We have, we basically have our own AE system with us. Now that's cool. We have 32,000 items that we can store in here, and as you can see, there's a lot of room there. We have a crafting grid, we have a search bar, we have a trash can, that's our armor, that's baubles. Yeah. Shift click to get rid of stuff. Better questing. I think I've already bound that to a key. Yes, I have. Perfect. Now what I wanted to say is, if you go in here and go for Specter Block, an indestructible block which makes up the Specter cubes in the Specter dimension. We can't get out. There is no hole anywhere. Also, we have Ferroflair Lanterns, it seems. That's pretty cool. Are these set up? Line of sight disabled. The lantern will place lights everywhere. You can change this, and then it basically respects line of sight. So if you put in a floor here, it can't place lights beneath that floor because it can't see there. But the way it's set up by default is like this. So if you want to put a mob farm in here, you need to go around and change these. Otherwise there will be lights everywhere, in every pretty dark spot. So we shouldn't have, if I press F7, yeah. Pretty much, there's the only axis over there, and I don't even know if they can spawn on that block. Also, that's just because we changed that a second ago. This should come back, this light source that was illuminating that place. So we shouldn't need to worry about anything here. Whew, I have 2 hard bars. Health bars? Hard bars? Let's call them hard bars, because I don't know, they're actually both for health. Huh. That's grass. That's a weird color for grass. It seems there's stone underneath there. Oh! I see meta overdrive. Oh, I'm gonna become an android. Hello? Hello, neighbor. Is there anybody home? Hello? Okay. You need to let me know if the sounds are okay. Because, as always, when I go in here, first thing I do is not that. First thing I do is change everything way down. Like, IC2 machines are way too loud. You have to put them down. There's no voice speech here. There's no other players here except for me. So, I guess let's move that up to there so I can hear my footsteps. Weather is annoying. No blocks. Don't care. Annoying. I want to hear the blocks breaking and all that. So that's up 100%. Friendly creatures. Well, moo. You know. So, nope. Ambient environment. It's not the same as weather, but, you know, birds chirping and all that stuff. Let's put the music on a little bit here. If that even does something. I don't know. I don't hear anything. May start in a minute or so. It seems to be nighttime. We have a lot of information on the top left. I'm actually in a slime chunk here. Now that's interesting. F9 works. Lovely. Yeah, 1 slime chunk right here. Don't know if that's needed. Oh, the grass sound is nice. Actually, you know what? That is not good enough. Let's put that there. Hostile creatures. I want to hear the creeper explode behind me, but then again, there shouldn't be any here, so that it doesn't matter which way ever I set it. This I don't care. That I do. A little bit more so you get some experience of this pack. Yeah, that should be fine. You, there. Okay, default settings otherwise. The only hotkey I bound is the quest book to Z, or Z for the non-Americans, and that's pretty much it. So, quest, let's have a look. Standard quest book. I think it comes in like that. Yeah, let's go with standard light, why not? At least we have some color on screen then. Quests. Zoom to fit, don't care, claim all, that might come in handy at one point. Description. Nothing. Quest lines. Doesn't look like much. Let's see, there's an intro. That's where we start. Dirt, yeah, it looks like your typical Skyblock start. Mystical agriculture. have to do all the tinkering tables? Oh, Tinker's Construct is in the pack. Now look at that. Yeah, Mystical Agriculture looks good. All the pickaxes. Insanium coal. Okay, sure, why not? Power generation. Extra utilities. All the solar panels. Resource miner, void miner, solar arrays. That sounds good. I think that's the extreme reactor or big reactor or whatever the current name actually is. That's cool. At least I hope it's not the nuclear craft reactor because that sucks. Although this one needs more space to be efficient. Anyway, we do have flux. That is awesome. And thermal expansion. Cool. Yeah, well, it's Draconic Evolution. What do I need to say about Draconic Evolution? If you don't know Draconic Evolution, what are you doing here? Yep, Amarithia. So we get Neutronium and that stuff. And Project E. EMC Collector Mark II. This is the end game. Why is that a gate? Where does that lead to if we don't have anything else where it could lead to? Covalence dust? Don't you need that for End.io machine frames? Something like that? Huh. Alright. Okay. If you don't have this locked, then basically whenever you switch, this closes. I wanted to have that, or keep that open just so we can go through. Now we keep it like this. Perfect. First thing we need to do, dirt. Dirt is useful for sieving and crooks for saplings. Use a stone hammer and gravel to produce dirt. Sounds like a typical Skyblock start. Well, we need 10 dirt. This is grass. I should be able to get dirt, right? Step assist. Always, right? Always the same. There. Auto jump. I hope that's the only auto jump that's in the game. You never know. Mods. No, that seems to be it. Perfect. Can I... This might be bad, but I'll do it anyway. Oh, that works. That's all 10 dirt. And go away. Perfect. Claim that. Loot chest. Crooks. It's so nice that it told me about crooks and sieving up here, and then crooks is actually the next thing we need to do. So we need a stone crook and a wooden crook. How do we go about getting a wooden crook when we don't have wood? Can I click these? Yes, I can. A? Oh, yes. Yes. Why is that? Okay. If you hit A, it tells you down here. If you hit A, it bookmarks. Not every JEI, NEI, whatever has this. I'm pretty happy that this modpack has that included. That helps so much. And then you press E to get back, and you click on this one, and you say A. And now you can just escape out of that. I get stone. Best reward ever. Awesome. I have stone here. Left click break stone gives me a Bebbles. Okay, well, let's do this. Nope, empty hand. That is actually faster than any pickaxe I know. I can live with that. Also, I don't need food here. There's nothing in these chests, it seems. Ugh. Gimme. Need a magnet. Fast. I assume we do this? Yes, you do. Shift click. There you go. Stone. Now we can go and do this. There's your first crook. By the way, you use this on dirt to get the saplings. That's how we get the wood. Nice. Is there no compressed crook? Oh, there is, but only in wood. Yep, Ex Compressum. That's an add-on to Ex Nihilo or Nihilo or whatever you want to pronounce that. Doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna use those on the leaves, as the quest book said. So we do have this one crook now, and we do have a bunch of dirt. So how about... Also, does this refill from the attached inventory if it runs empty? Is that actually... Is that anything we can... Ah, auto refill, thank you. Auto pickup. Insert picked items into your storage, hold left control to invert. Oh, that would put it into my storage instead of into my inventory. I get it. Don't need that. It's fine. I want to have a full control over doing that manually. Thank you very much. And everybody's thinking, what is he doing? Well, if you've never played a Skyblock mod pack, then you may be forgiven. If you have, then, you know, silly question. For everybody who hasn't, you will find out in a second. And it does seem to refill because I did not place just 8 blocks. Yes. Nice. So, Croc. Let's see how durable this thing is. Vein mine. That's actually not bad. Look at that. We just used about a quarter, maybe a third of the durability. Yeah. It's not bad. All the saplings. You in there, you in there, you in there, and you also in there. And I think I'm going to use you. I have enough space, so... By the way, where is the center? Nope. That one right there. That's the center. It's a 2x2 center. That already triggers me. That is the center, which means we can now vein mine all of this. Although we may need a grass block at some point. Let's keep these two. That should be more than enough, right? Ooh, that costs a lot of hunger. As it usually does. Alright, typical Skyblock, you usually have to punch these or something to get resources. So I want to keep some around, you never know. And obviously, if we're going to put a base in here, this needs to be multi-layered. So this floor needs to go, we need to hollow this whole thing out. And then see what happens. And I don't need these chests. In a second I won't be able to reach them anyway. Also, spawn point, thank you. It's so nice when you don't have to worry about storage in the first, like, 5 hours of the game. I was going to say 5 seconds, but yeah. The blocks are louder than my voice. Are you kidding? It doesn't sound like that to me, but then again, I have it on 40% volume here, so that's... okay. If I do this, I can't hear anything. What I really have to do is put this down and put my own volume up. Let's put mine up to 70. Oh, that music is pretty loud now. Is that loud for you? If I do this... Wait, if I do this, then I can get the mouse on my other screen without actually pausing the game. That music is pretty loud. Okay. Buttons. Me and buttons. Let's put it there. And yes, I can't have it at 49, it needs to be 50. That is kind of okay. Well, you let me know. You need to... Hi. Tree. You need to live with it, so you let me know. I should probably lower this because I can't reach up there. That's the thing. Can I? No. Okay, well, I have dirt. Best scaffolding in the game, right? Is that enough? That's enough. Although, for now, we do need the wood first. So, can I vein mine this without a tool? No. Can I vein mine this with a wooden block? Sure I can, because it makes all the difference in the world. Alright, sure. And I guess, yeah, twerking is in the pack. That's kind of a macro, by the way, and well, you can call it an auto-clicker if you like, that just presses and releases shift like 10 times per second, because that's faster than doing it manually. So, just saying. Not saying, I'm just saying. Go away, there's an apple. We do have some cobblestone. How about vanilla furnace? Yes, please. Where's my bed? Right here. I guess right there's good. Oh, what? That's a fast furnace. And yes, we have tiny progressions in the pack. Lies best food you could have. For, you know, low effort, low maintenance and such. So, we want clear this. Give me a stack. Oh, I can just do this, right? Oh yeah, and then puts it up there. That's lovely. And then we can do this, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear that. And we're gonna do it again. You may think I have used crooks before. Yes, I have. In every skyblock ever. Pretty much. There you go. That gave us what? Silkworms and more apples. Do we still have? Yes, we do. Huh? Did I take out all the wood there? Really? There's nothing in there? Okay, sure. Oh, you go in there. And you go in here. And before I do all of this, I need to do this. Because I'm hungry. Don't judge me, I'm hungry. Can't work on an empty stomach. It still seems to be pretty loud. Just saying. Let's do that. That, so far, sounds like my usual noise level. And silkworms are perfectly fine to vein mine dark oak wood. Obviously they are. I mean, why wouldn't they be, right? There we go. And I think it's about time we use those silkworms for something. I haven't checked the quest book in a second. I should probably. But for now... Boop. 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 There you go. Now we have time to check the quest book. Stone crook, wooden crook. I had that in my inventory, but it seems like I crafted it too quickly into something else. So let's do another one. Almost. There you go. Claim. Saplings. 4 oak saplings. Claim. On a roll. 16 oak wood. Yeah, well, we have dark oak, so that doesn't count. Pity. You go away. You I might need later. Do I need you right now? I don't think so. Neither I do that one. Are you done? It seems like you're done. Man, this thing is fast. I like it. We do have tiny progressions in the pack, right? So we can do this. Oh, that's actually additions, yeah. I always get confused with tiny progressions and actually auditions and Specter and Quark and Cyclic. But then again, I knew what I was looking for, I just had the wrong mod in mind. That's fine, I guess. This also went way faster than I would have expected. Can I just break you? No. Can I just break you with that? That's a yes. Oh, okay, 3 stacks. That's fine. Let's use a loot chest for vein mining this dark oak wood, because why wouldn't we? Perfect loot chest. What's in you? Gravel. Not so perfect loot chest. How about you? Stone. What the? Go away. We need to use Uno. We do. Come on. I know that's not the preferred way of growing for you stupid freaking trees, but I just need the wood. That's dumb, it seems. Oak sapling vein mining in progress. Worked. All the apples. I need all the apples. Apples are gorgeous. Okay, that worked. Put you away, put you away. Cook an apple. Keeps the doctor away. All the words. Clink. Next. String. 32 string coming right up. Claim. Chest. 1 chest. This feels cheaty, doesn't it? Go away, go away. Claim. Should I read that? No. Is your inventory getting a little full? Well, not with these mods. Your storage crates. That is lovely. Can we make a crate real quick? Because I actually do want one. We need this. Have. Then we need this. Also have. I also just got the actually auditions manual. Auditions? Yeah, the actually auditions on America Got Talent, you know? That's the one. Wow. Okay. There's no line here. That would be a nice progression. Storage. Now make a mod farm. No. We need to go do the sifting. Bookmark that. Don't need you anymore. We should have everything for that. It should be easy. Let's... I say that, and then we're out of wood. Let's make more stacks. Let's make 2 stacks? No, let's make more stacks. That's what we do. And we need some slabs, and now we should be able to do this. And a sieve won't work without a mesh, so might as well. Standard recipe, I guess? Yup. There you go. Complete. Complete. There you go. Just a little loud now. Me or the game? I guess both. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. So now we can go and do a Crucible. This is, well, here's the end. This is progressing rather nicely. Anything else unlocked so far? No. That would have been interesting and worrisome. Okay, now that we have that, we probably need to sift to get iron. Loot bags, zombies, or sieving. Zombies? Do we have iron zombies? Because I would assume... Oh, zombies may drop iron ingots. Or they may drop loot bags which could contain iron ingots. Okay, I get it. Don't touch me. Now, sieving... excuse me. Sieving with 1 sieve is not a thing. We're not... Go away. We're not going to do that. We need more sieves. How many can I make? Shift clicking doesn't seem to work. Probably because it's up here. And not in my inventory, so it doesn't know how many items to actually put in here. That's okay, I can live with that. Oh, they stack. They usually don't. That is so good. Or maybe they only stack until I actually have used them. You never know when metadata comes into play. Also, small storage crate. Probably... No, not up there. I'm probably going to set you up right here. And we don't really need it because we have a crafting table, but since we're here... Might as well. Can we? Yeah, well, Tinkers is in the pack. Might as well. Might as well. Because now this one, since it's next to that crate, has access to all the inventory of that crate. So we can store a lot of things in here. Which we don't need because we can store more items up in here. Look, we almost used 1,000. Only. Well, then again, we can take all the sapling and stuff that we don't need anymore and dump it in here and never touch it again. That could also be a thing. We'll see. There may come a time, the stack, nice, where we actually have to use that over the built-in one. We'll see. Now, where am I going to put you? I could put them on top. Don't really fancy doing that. They need to be connected to work properly. And we still need to go down. So anything I do is really just temporary. That works for me. No, shift click usually puts stuff in here when you're in inventory, but no. Have to get used to that. There you go, that's connected. And now I should be able to just click on this one while sifting and it should see the others, I hope. Sometimes that's a bit weird. I already have some gravel, might as well start sifting. Let's have a look first. Cursor. You. And sieve. So, there's a string mesh, there's a flint mesh, an iron mesh, and then you usually get the diamond mesh. And what interests me, because that caught me off guard a lot of mod packs, is do we get the same resources regardless? Just a different percentage in chance of how much and how often we obtain things. And looking at this, I can already see that string and flint give you flint. But iron and probably diamond, yeah, they don't. So if we want flint, doing it this way, we need to stay on one of these two meshes. So we can't upgrade fully. Then again, flint, probably, yeah, you just need 3 gravel and get flint as a guaranteed drop. So that shouldn't be a big deal, because this is only an 18% chance. And 13 here. The rest, the ore pieces, they all look the same. Yeah, they're definitely the same. So we want to upgrade to diamond when it comes to gravel sifting. You can't upgrade from the previous mesh. You have to craft a new one? Okay, well, that's a thing. What else can we sift? Compressed ender gravel. Yes, sure. Let's start with the most important thing. Can I get something normal? Oh, that's the heavy sieve, right? My bad. Crushed netherrack. 2% chance, really? Okay. Sand, gravel, crushed endstone, dust, soul sand, and dirt. So, let's see. If we go for dirt, for example. Sifting. Yeah, that's a different story altogether. So you probably want to sift dirt on the flint stiffen mesh, because this is definitely, yeah, it's pretty much twice the chance. Mineral saplings don't come in the string mesh. Half of the seeds don't come here, but everything that's up here is also down here, so upgrading to that one is not a bad thing. There is no iron stiffened dirt sieving. There's also no compressed dirt sieving. There's no heavy sieve up here, anywhere. So we need to use a regular one for that, okay. And we do have ore berries, so we could use those to get resources as well. Not many, but some. Okay, well, anyway, let's look at the pack. We need iron ingots, one of them. Then we want the flint mesh, so we also want some flint. Yeah, we want to upgrade this pretty much as best as we can. And then we need to get going with the mob farm, it seems. Well, we'll see. For now, let's do that one. We should have everything. Yup. And yes, I have some loot boxes that I haven't opened yet. I know. So, Oak Crucible. I think if this works as it usually does, you can do something like that, fill it up with 16 or so saplings, or 10, or whatever that was, and you get water over time. Lovely. Let's do all of these. Dirt. Uh-huh. Oh, sure. Aha! Speed upgrades. Way too early for that. Sand. Lovely. What do I need and I can make a bag for? Pocket storage. I have the biggest pocket storage you can ever think of. Well, okay, well, for now, everything in here. And at some point, I need to sort that out. Also, gimme. Hungry. Not yet, but I will be. Okay, so, we want to sift. We can use the sand for the sifting. Oh, I saw bonsai. Ooh, nice. There's tons of ways of getting resources in here. We want iron ore, so there's a 30% chance on this mesh. There's no flint here. To upgrade to a flint stiffen mesh, we need 4 per mesh, so we need 16 flint. Now, if we do it the gravel route by crafting 3 pieces of gravel into flint, this thing, we need 16 times 3. That's what, 48? I have 8. Might want to use a hammer for that. The hammer. It's not what I wanted. I want to press U on U. What do? You hammer everything into sawdust, it seems. What makes gravel? Cobblestone makes gravel, so that's good. We do have 5 cobblestone right now. Well, it's not like we're short on stone. We need a cobblestone generator relatively quick, because we will run out of this resource here. So, right now, I'm gonna punch some more. Man, this is really fast. I like that. Only gives you pebbles, but hey, at least right now, that is what we're looking for. How many do you actually get? 4. And 4 make 1 cobblestone. So yeah, you can basically break this without a pickaxe and get the exact amount of pebbles you need to craft it back into 1 cobblestone, which is what would happen if you were just using a pickaxe on this piece of stone. It's good. I can live with that. That's probably the most complicated way of doing this, but this is the way I'm doing it, right? There's a stack, right there. Why was I doing that? Oh yeah, right. Because I wanted a hammer. For whatever reason that didn't work. Okay. And now we just need to put them down somewhere so we can hammer them. Can I... Yeah. Because I see a compressed stone hammer right here. Which means... That's 4 hammer... Oh, that's... Okay. Okay. Need more cobblestone. Nope. Empty hand. Empty hand! Jeez. I see you up there. Fear not. Anybody has vertigo? This is the perfect mod pack. I don't, so I'm fine. So you need to let me know if you can still endure it. Alright, let's do this. Make more of these. There you go. And now I want... Still doesn't work. And yes, they don't stack. Lovely. 3, 4. That's enough. That's what I wanted. That one. They look too similar. They're both squares. Okay, do this. Nice, and with a compressed stone hammer we should be able to hammer down compressed cobblestone, which is not important at all. It's just, it saves me putting down 9 times this many blocks. And just do that. And we just get standard gravel. That's perfect. Which we should be able to sift. Yep, that seems to work. I'm just gonna stand here for a while. 1 flint, 2 flint. 10 iron ore pieces already. That's good. Not really interested in the coal, because we can make charcoal as much as we want. So that should be good. I don't need the iron. I want a bucket so I can get that water out of the barrel, crucible, whatever that is. What are you? Oh, crucible. What? Auto pickup inverted. Oh, when I hit control, yeah, that's the auto pickup that puts stuff up here instead of here. Okay. I can live with that. For now, I'm gonna put these things in here. And you are going to be turned into iron ore chunks and smelt them up. I love how fast that is. That is just gorgeous. I can make 2 matches. I need 2 more. I could have just crafted all that gravel into actual flint. I did it this way. Acquire hardware. Yes, that is also a thing. Claim that one. Claim that one. Now the next thing seems to be getting clay to make a crucible. And then we can make lava, which is really important because we have water. Now we need lava. And then we can make cobblestone generators. Oh. We not only have the standard tiny progressions cobblestone generators, we also have the ultimate Skyblock resource generator generators. Which means we have a lot of generators, including redstone, glowstone. These are glorious and freaking cheap. Look at that. That's a cobblestone generator. I mean, the tiny progression one is cheaper than this. But show me anything that makes redstone or glowstone. That is just that cheap. Yes, it's a couple of diamonds, but then again, clay generator, that's good. Is there a diamond generator in here? Because that would be really cheaty. Dust? No. But we get the resources we need for sifting. Look, we have dust, endstone, which we can crush. There's sand, gravel, and cobblestone. These are good. And as far as I know, these actually have kind of an inventory. They hold a lot of the resource, and you don't really need to worry about it. And you may be able to just put them up on a chest. They fill that one. I know the other ones. These do. Can output into an inventory above or output to a hopper below. Yeah, they all do that basically. And they just get better the higher tier you get. Tier 4, tier 5, that's the best one. 64 blocks, so there's one stack in there. And it makes one cobblestone block every tick. So again, yeah, 20 cobblestone per second. This one, the lowest tier, does one every 2 seconds. And only holds half a stack. So, I think this one is better. Also a lot more EMC. And we're not even in Project E yet. That's gonna be a long way down the road. Hopefully not too long, actually. Okay. Yeah, gravel. Exactly what I needed. Oh! Well, hello there. Finally something decent. I'm gonna put you in here because I'm gonna need you eventually. With this... I can get a couple more. 14. 16 is what we need. It's 2 more. Let's do some more sifting. We have... not you. We have some sand. Might as well. Oh, sand doesn't give you... flint. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. We can hammer down some more of these. There's also one more gravel here. We also sift some dirt to see if we can get some seeds for food. Don't know. Should we? Probably not. Not that necessary. Now here's the downside of having the... what the hell? Of having the compressed hammer. You need to have compressed cobblestone, and that only gives me 1 block, and I have 8 regular ones. I don't have a spare hammer lying around, so we just, you know, 1 more cobblestone block will be good. There you go. There you go, that's 10, okay. Why did I set up 4 of these? Well, a stack is 64, you do the math. There we go. Nothing important right now. Alright. Punching all of this will be a thing. Okay, where are we? What do we need to do next? Let's get the water out of the way first. Since we have enough ingots to make a bucket. If the recipe didn't change, and it didn't. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep that in the inventory for later. For bad days. I think that Discord link in chat there is actually outdated. I need to change that. But yeah, okay, that's fine. At least the command still works. That's fine. Water. Clay. Clay. Now how do we do clay? It's probably dust into water. Oh, you can do it this way. Look at that. I was thinking this way. It's just a stone barrel. Put the water in there. Right-click a dust block in there, get a clay block. But if you can do this, why bother? Speaking of all the things we don't have, such as dust, or sand, or anything that could turn into the aforementioned, let's make another hammer. It's still not working. That's so weird. Right. That's what vein mining is for. Well, that turns into dirt. That is quite interesting because that means I can take this. And there was no compressed dirt, right? I said that already. No, don't. No, you have to click somewhere to get the cursor out of there, or sort by name, sort direction. Where is the toggle autofocus? Thank you. If I want to search, I do it myself. Now I can hit you. Well, it seems there's a compressed dirt, so might as well. Expert placement. Doesn't matter. It's fast to do. So there's sand, which I can probably... Yup. Turn into this, and then do that. And that is dust. There's the water bucket. There's the dust. Was it dust or was it sand? Oh, sand. Okay, well, that gives me a clay block. And the water's gone. Need to make more. We should have a lot of dark oak saplings, but we don't actually have that many. And I don't want to use up all of these, just so that I have to get more. You know, at least want to have one or two, so I'm not going to use those. The most I have of is this. That used 8. Well, that makes sense. Nope, not in there. In here. You go away, you go away, you also go away. I need 3 clay. Okay, yeah, that's gonna take a second or two. What else can we do in the meantime? That's that. Well, this I can only do once I have the clay, because a crucible needs an unfired crucible, which is porcelain clay, which is clay and bone meal. Which I don't have yet, but I can get that from sifting dust. On a 10% chance. Which goes up if you have the better meshes, of course. Okay, that's fine. That's actually not too bad here. Lucky egg drops. Oh, we have hatchery, which means we probably have roost. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, all the chicken stuff is in here. Lovely. That's one way to get it. I wanted to look at bonsai. Those are here. Standard recipe. And there's 16 pages worth of saplings that you can do. You can actually put a growth crystal in there. Now that is new. 200% drop chance and grow time is 25%. That is awesome. That is a major speed up right there, considering we just got one for free. Whew. I see a lot of saplings. Any interesting in here? That's a willow. Interesting. How about... Oh, the rainbow oak sapling gives you ores? Hello? We have 5 of those. Now that's cheating. I like it. Bonsai. We need bricks, we need clay, so we're still stuck with that. I think we're gonna beeline it here and see if we can make some clay. So if is there any other way making clay, other than this. Any mass-produced way that we could quickly do. Oh, that's the thing. Double compressed. Standard compressed. Why does it do 8? Compressed sand is 9 blocks. If I do standard 9 blocks, I get 9, right? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. But if I do it compressed, I get 8. But if I do double compressed, I get 64, even though this is 81 blocks? Huh? Wish they had that stuff when we did the last Skyblock series. Yeah, you bet. This is the reason I chose this. It's a no-grind mod pack, basically. You just need to pick your poison. Oh, I remember that one. That one. That's the reverse crafting of a furnace. Okay, sure. Void resource miner. Well, we're not quite there yet. Well, sludge refiner. Also not quite there yet. So, right now, I don't see an easy way to get what I want. Other than this, we can automate this. Just, you know, I need a pipe to pump the water in, and I need something like a hopper to get the dust in there, and then we can just get that back out. Speaking of pipes, that's always important for automation. We have NIO, there's conduits. That's the speediest and most interesting way I know of doing things. So that's good to know that that is in there. How about standard pipes? We have extra utilities, so we have the standard transfer pipes. That's good. We have Buildcraft. Honestly, if you don't have to, never use these. These are just horrible. They're easy to make. It's just 2 wooden planks and a piece of glass, and that makes 8. But these pipes don't care what you do with them. You can pipe things in at one end, and these things will travel through to the other end. And if that inventory they are supposed to go to is full, they just spill out into the world. You can lag out a server with that easily by just AFKing and having every item drop into the world, even though you don't want to. The things that happen. Fluid pipes and that, you don't want lava in your base, so no, just don't. It's not good. Transport. Well, mechanism is in the pack, so that's good. Those pipes, like this one, the ultimate logistical transporter, I think is one of the fastest pipes in the game. Then again, it's not that easy to make, at least not right now. We have cyclic, right? Yes, we do. Item extraction cable. That's what it's called. If I remember correctly, these are the fastest pipes that you can have. What? You need brick stairs for that? And iron nuggets. Sure. So these are the actual cables that transfer the items, and then you need one of these attached to whatever machine inventory you want to pump items out of. Which also uses iron nuggets, a dropper, and a weighted pressure plate. So that's iron, a very little bit of redstone right there. And then you have that for items. Energy is redstone instead of iron. Fluid is gold nuggets instead of iron. It's the same for these recipes. They just, you know, it's the only thing that changes. And you have the combined or the bundle cable, which uses obsidian. It's a little bit expensive, but then again, you get 8, so that's fine. With this, you can just have one cable running through your base and attach this and that to this cable, and it uses just one cable. Otherwise, you don't want to do that. I mean, if you have, like, I don't think you can run the fluid cable through your base and have on one side pump in water and on the other side pump in lava. That doesn't really work. It might. Not sure. But these are not too bad to make. I mean, all we need is bricks. We're working on clay, so it's kind of a catch-22 right now. Oh, we have wooden hoppers. That works. If we just want to pump things out and put it into a chest, that works perfectly. They are pretty slow, and they only have 1 slot compared to a standard hopper that has 5. But then again, if you attach that to like a furnace or something, or this thing, that shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be. So we need one way of getting saplings in here, or whatever biomass you want to put in there. Leaves work as well, I think, if we had any way of getting them. But we have shears now, right? Doesn't that work? We need to pump leaves in from the top, and then we want to pump what? Water out. Well, that's gonna be a thing. We probably have to do that manually. Okay, so how do we go about getting this set up? I want a stone barrel. That's stone, regular stone, not cobblestone, and a stone slab. What was it? Was it a barrel? That's those. That one. Lovely. Give me one. We need to pump in sand, and we need to pump out clay. Well, we can probably do that manually. That shouldn't be a big deal. It's the water that needs to go in there. That's the hassle. Well, for now, I'm probably just going to do it the manual way. I don't see any quick way of doing that right now. We also need more saplings, so let's get working on that. And macro. I have one iron, that's not enough. Well, luckily, there's enough here to make one more. Have I mentioned that I like how fast this goes? That's glorious. Nope, nope, it's that. Can't reach. Now I can. Okay. That should be enough. Let's get rid of a lot of things that we don't need right now, since we still have them with us. I like this inventory. That's so good. Ow! That's if 5 wasn't cheating enough, let's do 10. Sure. That's dust. We need sand. Let's get a stack of that. Let's do this. Let's do that. 63. Yep, that seems to be right. And where's all the stuff? Can we make the big chest recipe? Yes, we can. Lovely. That also helps quite a bit. Now, we want a hopper. This one should do fine. Thank you very much. We want that... I need to move this if I want to pump stuff out. I don't even know how to pump stuff out because we don't have any fluid transportation right now. Can I? Yes, I can. Shift right click to pick things up. It's really annoying, but that's what it is. I have to get used to it. I mean, I have all the space in the world and I'm worrying about where to put this. But yeah, that's just me. Right, Scott? He would know. I can probably do this from the side. Ah, totally. See, it's not that fast, but it doesn't need to be. And then we need... not you. This guy almost looks the same. Right there. And now we want to pump out. So... oh, we need some sort of pipe. For this, we probably could use one of these. Kinesis. Megajoule per tick, so that's energy. Fluid, that's what I want. Wooden fluid pipe. Needs a regular transport pipe and some sealant, which is cactus green. Or slime ball. Great. Don't have either right now. How do I get that? Can I get Cactus Seeds? Doesn't look like it, because then we could have probably gotten them from punching dirt or something. This is all the same? Yes, it's all the same. Yeah, we're not gonna get that anytime soon. No. Slime ball? There may be a chance. Not a big one. Don't see any right now. Is there more than one slime ball though? No, it doesn't seem like that. At least they don't OR dictionary into each other. Oh, that looks familiar. Wait, are there... Oh, that thing... What is that thing called? The sapling that we used in whatever Skyblock we were doing. Redwood, mangrove... Minus tree sapling? That's Twilight Forest. Don't touch that. No, there's no acorns in here, so that's not in here. Okay, we can't do resource trees. Good. I can live with that. The pack just became less cheaty. So, slime is out of the question. Even though we have a slime chunk here, I probably can't get anything to spawn in there. So, we need to get a... Wait, yeah, that thing. We need... Okay, we need a way of getting cactus. Well, it's right there. Cactus Seeds. From sand. And a 3% chance. If we had a flint stiffen match, it would be 6%. Well, we still don't have that flint, right? Okay. Okay. One by one. First of all, flint. Sifting, please. Anything. It needs to be gravel. Okay, I can deal with gravel. If I had anything that turned into gravel. I think gravel turns into dirt, so that's the wrong way around. So it means we need more of this cobblestone. You know what? It's time to make a pick. Probably is. If I had any cobblestone to make a pick with. I'm doing really good here. Yep, seems like it. I can put this down and punch it, but then again, I might just punch this. Alright. Start there. Come here. You're mine. You can't run away. Now with this, let's make some of ye older cobblestone. Shift click. No, you can stay there. Still need to sift that sand at some point. Although, no, I made that for... I made that for the barrel up there. That should work, right? Even though Tinker's is in the pack, that should still work. Usually when Tinker's is in the pack, these are disabled, or just as an ingredient for crafting. So I'm quite happy that this doesn't have any notice that that doesn't work. It has an attack speed and everything. 20 bits for doing so well. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So let's see. This will probably just net us cobblestone standard way, right? Yup. The reason I was doing this is not because this goes so much faster. No. The reason I was doing this is because I can go over here and say... until it breaks. There you go. We have some cobble. Should be doing good now. I have parkour skills I didn't know of. Wow. Yeah, that's a little bit better than before, I guess. Still not hungry. That's absolutely awesome. What did I need those for? Well, I can't remember. Graveling. That's the official term now. Let's do some graveling. There you go. Only downside of doing it this way is that you get 63 and not 64, so the last sifting run is 3 instead of 4, so you're basically 25% less efficient on the last sifting operation. Sorry, did the German in me just come through? It does that once in a while. Well, there's enough of the flint. Thank you. Let's just double the efficiency here right away. Let's get that. Put away the stuff we don't need, which includes all of this right now, otherwise I get confused. You I may still need. We need all of these. Flint, stiffened mesh. And it makes 1. That's perfect. Even though I have everything in my inventory, I can't shift click here. Well, that's the moment, the point in time when everybody watching has to be happy that I only made 4 of these and not 9. Can I... Yeah, if I do this, I pick them up. I have to be far enough away, right? Yes. This is so annoying. You have to hit the mesh with an empty hand. No, you just have to hit the sieve with an empty hand. That's good. But if you get too close, the pickup mod kicks in. I may just disable that. Don't know yet. There you go. So a flint stiff mesh is no downside whatsoever from a string mesh, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. It just doubles the efficiency in getting resources. That should be fine, right? We don't need the dust, which I created because I thought we needed that for clay. So let's sift that, see what happens. Gunpowder, gold ore pieces. Sure. Let's actually look this up and see what dust does on this mesh. So on a regular mesh, the first one you can get, the string, it's 3% for gold, now it's 6%. Lovely. Also waiting for bone meal. That will come in handy at some point. Once we get the cactus seeds. Speaking of, you don't belong in there. Speaking of cactus seeds, we do need some of this, right? Melon. Where's the cactus? Oh, it is sand. On the flint mesh. 6% chance. Oh, on the sand. We were looking up dust. Right. Ah, come on. Good decision. Very good decision. Okay, I'm fine. Let's finish this. Don't think we need the dust for anything, otherwise we just make new dust. We're still not at the point where we desperately need a cobblestone generator, but I do want to automate the making of clay, because we're going to need that to make pipes and or conduits or whatever it was called. So that, yeah, it is a thing. You, and you in there. That doesn't look too bad. There's not much in here that we can use straight away other than the iron. And I'm going to do that. Can I hit? No. Isn't it usually K to do a 2x2 crafting when you hover over things? Most mod packs I know it is. It doesn't seem to be here. Or there is already something else blocking that. Pick block. No, that's meant to click. I hit key and press K. Where? What? Key skills. And that's a good one to have. That's cyclic. Don't care. Sword. No, no, no. Why do I get all of these when there's just 1K in there? Why doesn't this work? What? All K doesn't work. They just, no. Screw it. Can't even hit his K. Okay, so, still stuck on that one. I need 1 sand. And I'm pretty sure I do not need water or anything for that. But I can't put it close to the wall because it won't grow. I'm going to put it here for now. I'm going to put you on there. And that went instant. I twerk you. Don't see any particle effects on that one. I can't leave you. You look bad. Come on. Well, Do not get destroyed on the cactus you came from. Thank you. Probably put a glass pane on top there. Whenever it grows, it just drops one. And, you know, cactus farm. Thank you. Now, we wanted a fluid pipe. Standard 1. 10 millibuckets per tick. That's probably as fast as the barrel is making it. We could do stone. I mean, we could do iron. That is a valve pipe, whatever that is. That is an extraction, so you need wood to take out from, you know, some sort of inventory. And valve, I think, if is for overpressure or something. That's transport, just standard transport. So you would have this on the inventory you're extracting from, and then a lot of these until you get wherever you want to be. And do you need another one? Yeah, you need this one to insert it into something else. Is that a thing? Don't think you do. Well, we're just gonna test it. Pipe sealant. That's just crafting. Yep, that worked. Okay, let's make a wooden pipe then. It's wood and glass. I hope they didn't change the glass recipe. No. Okay, fine. Then we should be able to do... If I'm not in the furnace, we should be able to do just... this. See, first pipe we're making is the one I told you not to make. It's good. We're rolling. And that is connected, it seems. I hope. Well, this one is full of water and this one isn't doing anything. Buildcraft. It's not a fluid pipe. I know. I knew that. I knew that. Totally. And this makes exactly one. Isn't that gorgeous? Still not doing anything. Hello? You do need to pump it out though, right? Buildcraft needs... Right, wait. This thing. Needs some sort of an engine. Where is the... Wasn't there a manual one? Is this the manual one? This doesn't look like the manual one. This looks like some work. These can probably all be crafted in the inventory. We don't have any redstone yet. We do have glass. That shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, let's make a creative engine. Why not? Oh, it's been... I don't know even. It's been, what, 7 years since I touched Buildcraft? And then it didn't want to be touched. We had a lawsuit and all that thing. You know how it works. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What other fluid transportation methods do we have? Because I don't want to get into that. Not at all. That's just way too much work. Way too much effort for what we get out of it. Fluid duct would work, but we do need a server for it. Relatively easy to do. We just need to get into the redstone and we will have it. Also, copper is a thing. Oh, that's even worse. Isn't there one for iron that's signalum plated? Those actually also have transfer electricity as well as fluids. That never goes wrong. Okay, so not that. Conduit, we're way off making conduits. Conduit Miner, which is this thing, which is, well, we're actually not that far off. That could be our best option right there. If it wasn't for the fused glass that you need here. Because fused glass is... Come on, give me the standard fused glass, really? That's not the standard one. It seems to be the standard. Oh, it's right here. It's nether quartz, but you need to put it in alloy smelter because no standard furnace will ever be able to smelt nether quartz into fused quartz for whatever reason. So We're not there yet. No, we're not there yet. We're at the beginning of the pack. That's not gonna happen. Transport pipe. How about you? That's easy. And that is easy. Yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. You can never go wrong with these pipes. I mean, extra utilities always works. We could actually just take that one and forget about the pipes altogether. Ooh, that could be nice. Which means I can bring this down one and have this all in one row and just say flat note between these two blocks. A kind of sandwich in between there. It's quite nice. Well, you're an experiment. Go into the experiment storage up there. At least we have cactus now. That's a thing. Okay. We're still working on clay, right? I think. Well, for now, where's the bucket? Right here. That and sand. You in there. You don't want to go in there. Does it have to be sand or dust now? I'm getting confused. 6 ways from here to Friday. So it has to be dust in the stone barrel. Or just standard sand when you use a water bucket. Okay. Okay. Give me that back. You should refill? Yes, you do. Now we have 3 of them. Which gives us a whopping total of 12. Now, how many do we need to do what I want to do? What was it that I wanted to do? I wanted a lot of that for some reason that I can't remember at all. Getting sidetracked, that's the wrong button, really. We have that, we have that. And I think we were looking at all of this stuff. Yes, I did want the Crucible. Let's claim that. That's nice. That helps when we do a mob farm. Go in there. What did I want to do with the clay? I'm pretty sure I wanted to turn it into bricks. And from there, that's all she wrote. There's a lot of recipes we can do with bricks. Oh, yeah. Well, probably... I definitely want to get into these at some point. Not that important anymore. If we can do the standard transfer pipes. Was it for the... for that? No. At least not here. Need more iron. Yeah, I was trying for the Cobblestone Generator, that's true, but this doesn't need any clay. I know I needed clay for something, desperately. Somebody rewind the stream. Well, I think the first thing we should do is this. Just so we don't have to do it at all anymore. Screw the pipes, just do this one. We just need lava. Okay, well, in that case, we're gonna go down this route. We're gonna make that. I just used up all of the bone meal I had. But this is something we should be able to do. It's just 7 porcelain clay. Which means 7 bone meal. We need more bone meal. Was it you or was it dust that gives bone meal? Definitely dust. Yep. Doesn't look good. 2. Come on, 5 more. Not gonna jinx it, not gonna say anything. There we go. Perfect. Also happy to see that the soundboard is still working. Almost there. Nice. Everything in there, except for you and you. Thank you. There's a Crucible. Okay, so now with the Crucible, I think, yeah, you can hit U and it tells you what it does. So if you put in cobblestone, you get lava. If you put in copper ore, you get molten copper bucket. That's interesting. Well, you have to right click it with the bucket to get stuff out. You don't get the bucket for free. That would be cheesy. Heat sources, that is what I'm looking for. So, if we had a super compressed nether star block, contains 729 nether stars. I think when we have that, we don't need this anymore. But yeah, that's 8,000 times speed. That's lovely. You can use a cobblestone generator as a heat source. What? Why would I put a torch underneath here and then somehow put in cobblestone when I can just use the standard cobblestone generator to do this? And get 1,000 times speed bonus. Now that's glorious. Okay, well then again, this thing makes 1 cobblestone every 2 seconds. We need 8 to make a bucket of lava. So this 1,000 times doesn't really cut it when you have this generator. You would need to put in some more generators around it. Which we could do. We could produce the other cobblestone generator and put that on a hopper attached to the back side here or something. That would still work. Can up it to an inventory above. So it will put in here. That's cool. If we upgrade to this one, we make 1 cobblestone per second. That's still not good. But it's better than that. And this is just the standard one surrounded by iron. So I guess... Yep, well, we need to go through this anyway because it's part of the quest line. Actually says it here, but I couldn't figure out what that meant. Yeah, that's what we did. Okay, got that one. Then we go up here as far as we can, which is up to here, because that's diamond, which we don't have. Oh, I needed 3 of those as well, which I completely botched. Well, we're gonna get back to that. That should still be going. Yeah, there's enough stuff in there. Do we still have... We have 1 sand. That gives me 1 more block. And I can make 1 more with this. Which means we still need 1 more. Which means we need 1 more sand. Ah, god dang it. Nope, not you. Come here. Wasn't it this? Yes, it's this. Okay, fine. Be like that. See if I care. It's a very famous saying I got from a good friend of mine. And I find myself using it every day. I have that already, thank you. Well, now I have 2. At least it stacks. Oh. You also seem to keep your inventory here. If I do this, go back in. Yep, you do. Faster. This needs to speed up. Let's X-compress them. Yeah, you can use different wood materials, but there's none that would actually speed this up. Alright, what the heck? Bat Zapper, an ore smasher, sure. Chicken stick, for the win. A mana hammer. Ooh, double compressed diamond hammer, well that is a thing. At least it only needs 4. Times 9. And, I mean, obviously these need 2, so that's 40, that's 96 diamonds. Quick math on stream has to be right. It's always right. We have a cactus though. So I guess I'm gonna put you there. Cobblestone generator below, and then there's your lava right there. And no, we cannot use the fluid pipe we just made. Not for the lava. It's a wooden pipe. It's not gonna work. Pretty sure it doesn't. And, you know, it still needs power to actually do something. And I'm pretty sure you cannot just put a lever to it and leave it at that. You need one of those engines to actually get, you know, some sort of a pump going. Alright, alright. Well, it is what it is. You done now? Thank you. Took you long enough. Glorious. Done. Now we need to make bricks so we can get into the bonsais. Cool. We need 20 bricks. It could just be my math. But this is not 20. So we need more clay. Okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? That is dangerous in here, probably. Although, that... Ooh, it's a whole stack. Right, this one doesn't glitch you through walls. This one actually gives you creative flight. I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, I see myself using that quite nicely. I also want to get to that thing there. And set up a big old black hole reactor thing. And never have to worry about energy again. Okay, so anything we can do right now. Iron mesh, well, it's a little bit of grind. That one we could do right now, probably. Yes, we can. Not that it helps. That one, we need more clay. And I want this cobblestone generator going. For now, we probably need to put a torch underneath it so we can get the first bucket of lava. So now it's full. I said you, and you make torch. 4 of them. If you could see my face right now, it's like, oh, okay, that's gonna take a while. Okay, any other way to speed this up? By the time we finish looking up how to speed this up, it's done. Don't have any of these because we're making these. Don't have that, forget it. I have a torch, yes. Yeah, no. And not that. So that's the only way we have. Cool. Can't even put regular lava underneath. Again, catch 22. We don't have any lava yet. So, okay. Sure. And we do need the lava to make the very first one of these. Unless we have a lava egg. Which, you know, we don't. Might be something to think about. We need some more glass. There's always one more thing to hammer down. Might as well. So, now we have some glass. At least some. We could start making some bricks here. Since we need them anyway, it seems. Don't need you right now, or you, or you. Clean inventory, liking it. Almost. Okay, what else? Well, that guy. Copper. Are we out of iron? Well, we have a little bit. Should be enough for this guy. And for now I'm gonna put you in here. Not gonna use it. Wrong button. Sure. Just go away. Stack up with the rest. I like that. It's dangerous, but I like it. Do I need you still? No. And, you know, I can make a new one. I have cobblestone. That's not a big deal. Cactus probably don't need... Then again, we're going to keep that for now. Same as the shears. Oh, yeah, right. I needed... I wanted a lot of clay so I can get into bonsai, so I can use those. That was one of the reasons we wanted clay fast. And this is the exact route we're going. That is pretty perfect. Okay, sure. How about you? Oh, 10th of the way done. Isn't that great? So while this is going, we need to find something to keep ourselves occupied with. We can't progress here. We can't progress there because that's lava. Lava inside a stone barrel with water running over it. Okay. It's, you know, those two need the lava we're still making. This we can't do. Or we can get more clay. That's not a big deal. We can't do it right now because we don't have enough. And if we smelt up what we have, then it doesn't count towards the amount that we need, because this thing needed, what, 20? Yeah, oh, it does, because it counts bricks. Okay, that's fine. It's not clay, it's bricks. Scryptar, you're doing it wrong. At least this is still going. So as long as we have more sand, yeah, you see where this is going. As long as we have this, we can continue making clay. At least this is a little bit faster than that. Not much though. If we had this automation going, and again, for this automation, we need that. Which needs the redstone. Redstone, which we can get from a heavy sieve. There you go. Dust. On a 10% chance. That's actually not too bad. But we need an iron stiff mesh. And nothing below that will work. So, yeah. That means more iron. Which we can't get out of dirt. But we can get that out of sand, right? You know, let's make more. Don't need all that dirt. That's looking good. 21? Sure. Where is... there. Thank you. You know what, let's look that up again. Iron ore pieces. These. Best chance of getting them. 30%, 40% on the flint stiff mesh that we have right now. This is all sand. Gravel on a flint stiff mesh is 40%. Same as this one. And this is also gravel just on the higher meshes. Okay, so 40% gravel or sand, doesn't matter. It just was easier to turn dirt into sand than it was to turn cobblestone into gravel right now. So, for now, this is my life. Can I use my right-click macro for that? No, it doesn't go any faster. Okay, sure. No, it really doesn't go any faster. Good. Let's sift all of that. Let's see how much we get. I see 12 pieces, 15 pieces. It's not bad. 16, that's 4 ingots. Yay. So much for auto refill, but I think that only works when you have it in there. How long do you need? That was 4,000 in there, and we almost have 1,000, so we're almost a quarter of the way through. Probably a fifth right now. You know, if that is the grind you have to endure, if you just have to wait for something to finish and you don't have to do anything about it, you can do something else in the meantime, like this. Which also is grindy, but then again, you know, you do this for a while, and then you get a resource generator for the stuff and you don't have to do it ever again. So, I think that's okay. That's an okay kind of grind. Also, I just used the crafting table. Look at me. Get some iron. Don't need any of this. I should probably get these ready. See, that's why you want to have a big inventory next to your crafting station so you can do stuff like this. Almost. There's no use for these ore pieces, so you want to craft them all up into the chunks anyway. Come on. At least from what I remember. Uses? Yeah, it's the only thing you can do. Compact it. Uses the same amount no matter what you do. There's no bonus anywhere. Are we playing with... Yes, we are playing with storage drawers. So what you usually can do is you take one of these compacting drawers, put the pieces in there, and the compacting drawer will find these 2x2 or 3x3 crafting with yourself recipes and display the different options. So you can have, let's say, iron ingots. You put iron ingots in the lower left corner here, then it will show iron nuggets in here and iron blocks up here. Same will go for these ore pieces. The ore pieces will be in the lower left corner, and up here will be the chunks. So you just pump the pieces in there, and you can straight out take out the chunks without doing any crafting. This is usually a really nice thing to have. Then again, needs iron and redstone, which we don't have. So, I'm not going to do that just now. I seem to not be able to smelt this in here. Well, that is interesting. There is a standard furnace here. But it doesn't go in here. Huh. Cocoa beans. Cool. Okay, sure. Now that we have some iron, let's continue. How are you doing? We have that. Yeah, okay, sure. Where is my water bucket and my sand? At least we have some automation, even if that's just that hopper. It's okay. Let's go. It's not bad. Interesting. Tin works though. Sure. There you go. Claim that. And now we can go into a bonsai. And for that we probably want to have some inventory attached to it. And it really depends on what we want to put in here. I do plan on using that growth crystal though. Oh yes. So, what do we want to grow? We have the standard saplings. An origin sapling, sure. We have the standard saplings like oak and such. We do not have any of these weird things. I'm pretty sure right now we just want to go with that guy. And these can just be smelted up, right? I hope. It's standard ore. Man, that's so cheaty. One more of those, because that seems to be an okay amount of space. Let's do one for now. So, one of you. We do want to make a crate. Do we have everything we need for a crate? Probably. See, for this recipe, use the sticks, just not for the freaking hammer. There we go. Yeah, can't put it there. Let's put it there. Then you want a bonsai. Now, if you just put a sapling in a bonsai, you actually have to take an axe and chop it down, which I think is just right-clicking with the axe. It gives you a certain amount of resources, like you were chopping down an actual tree, but you have to do it manually. What you really want to do is turn this guy into a hopping bonsai. Now, I need to check this thing first. Yes, thank you. You know, it might have needed 3 or 4 of those, so I wanted to make sure we have the count straight. And this also just needs 1. Perfect. Now, we can go, and do we have any chests remaining? Nope. Thank you. Want a... That's the fastest way of doing it. Just that, right? Yeah, hopping bonsai. There you go. Now we're going to put that shift right click on top of here. And now whatever you grow up here will just drop down into that chest or crate. Perfect. Now we are going to use this guy. See if that actually works. Oh my god. We can do 10 of those. Oh, we need more growth crystals though. Look at that. Anybody looking for redstone? Right here. Do I have to break that or can I smelt that? No, I can totally smelt that. There's one. There's more. This is gorgeous. This is lovely. Oh, now what you really want to do is take this guy, put it on top of a drawer controller, and then, let's see. Drawer controller is that guy. Interact with a bank of connected drawers. So you can just take any of these drawers. They have to be attached to that one, like in a cardinal direction sort of fashion, not diagonal. And this drawer controller will work as the main hub for all of the inventories here. And as you can see, there's these 2x2s. I think this one generates, what exactly? 8 different resources. So that's, you know, 2 of those drawers. One here. And set this on the drawer controller that's next to it. And then you never have to worry about it. Because this way, if we just use all the redstone, at one point, this chest will be full. And we won't be able to generate any more redstone because we have it full with other resources. With the drawers, you never have that problem because every resource has its own spot. Okay, cool. Well, that worked. Quite happy about that. Now, is there an easier way of using these to make lava? No, probably not. We need more redstone. Somehow, I feel like we need redstone. Also... that way we should be able to upgrade our meshes to diamond relatively fast. And the Cobblestone Generator. We have diamond, we have emerald, and the last thing we need probably is blaze rods. Don't really care about that just now. We do have the others. That's pretty good. Man. Okay, so where are we? 1 line done. This is probably the next line I want to go into. Still waiting for that. Halfway through. Perfect. So while we're waiting, what else can we do here? To not progress too much. We could build a mob farm to start working on loot bags. Taste the rainbow! Yeah, that's true. Ah, that's the achievement right there. I don't care about that right now. Is there anything I really want to do right now? I mean, there's a lot of things I want to automate, but with this, we don't really have to worry about wood. Let's see what else these bonsais do. It's a lovely mod. There's just 2 items in here. I love those mods, because you can mix and match whatever you want. And then you look at, like, thermal expansion, and you get 16 million pages. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Okay, so there's 4 resources for a standard tree, it seems. Even though this is not a standard tree. Pine, Specter. Specter is something I want to get into because that gives us Specter coils. That's free energy. Yeah, most of them have like standard for oak. Flowering oak sapling. Sure. Sakura sapling. I would like some of those, please. Because they look cool. Dark oak. That would work. Stick, sapling, leaves, and wood. So that's one drawer. You just put it straight on top of a drawer and you're good. I'm done with that. Let's make some drawers. Can I still do that? Yes, I can. Put a pipe in between, and you can search for multiple things, in case you didn't know. This. Okay. Maybe not that. How about this? Thank you. And then, doesn't matter which one I click on. What it does, kinda, it seems. You need planks, right? Good. Oh. The planks you're using changes the color, as you can see, because this is now a dark oak one. Don't really like that. I'd rather have the standard... Well, honestly, I'd rather have the birch one. You know what? This is bugging me so much. I'm actually going to plant some birch. Also, we should probably do this. Yeah! More creative flight. Lovely. Adrenaline, in case you ever need haste too. And some stone. Sure. You go in here. Yeah, for now, just, you know, in there. Don't care. Running out of coal. You can be turned into tiny coal, I believe. Although... And yes, I could put a, you know, standard charcoal in there, but one coal or charcoal burns 8 items, and these just do 1. Exactly, so there's... You don't lose anything, which is nice. Otherwise, you do 1 piece of sand in there, make glass, and then it still could smelt 7 different items, but you didn't put any in there. So you're kind of wasteful there. And right now, we can't afford to waste anything, right? Could we ever? What does this look like? Oh, wow. Hello? Evil craft? Are you kidding? Oh. Ooh, if I remember correctly, there's some nice stuff you can do with these gems. If I could ever find it. There you go. An infinite source of water. That is something I would want to have. I need a weather container for that though, and this is something, yeah, I don't even know how that works. But, okay, we're getting stuff. What was I doing? Birch. I mean, there are people, supposedly, I've heard, somebody told me that a friend of theirs know that there was an article about it, who don't like birch. I don't get it. It's the most beautiful wooden texture you can have in the game. I don't have the patience to wait for that last one to grow. Boop. There we go. So now, can I probably make this one? Yes, I can. I could line them up over there, but then I would have to jump. I don't want to. Let's put it there for now. We need more hoppers. How many can we make? Oh, 1 for now. What? You. That's the iron gone. Oh, for that, we need this one first, right? 1, 2. Where's the other hopper? Right there. What? Why did... What? Don't even want to know. You here, then boop, boop. We're gonna go dark oak, standard oak, birch. Doesn't really matter. just to trigger people, I'm gonna go with Purge. So that's what I do. I trigger people. So we need to put something in there. We only have this one growth crystal, and loot bags weren't too kind right now, or, well, reward chests, so we don't have another one. What else can we use as a source block here? So dirt is the standard, 100% growth time, 100% drop chance, which means whenever one cycle is complete, it definitely will drop one of these resources. One of these, so 8 sticks, 1 sapling, 4 leaves, or 2 logs. But the cycle also takes 100% of the time, so the full amount, right? You can use grass if you have it. The drop chance is 150%, so there's a 50% chance that you get another roll in one of those item slots. And the grow time is 25% less, so it grows faster. So you can do more cycles in the same amount of time. I mean, what is there not to understand about faster, right? So, good. If we had any of that, well, we kind of have one sitting right here. Then you can use the growth crystals. The first type of growth crystal isn't even as good as dirt. Well, as grass. It's as good as dirt, but not as grass. So, okay. If you get it for free. Second tier, it's better. Slightly better than grass. Same drop chance, but still less grow time. So faster. Good. And then, yeah, I mean, that's that one, which we don't have. So how about we have a quick look into those growth crystals and see if there's anything that is easy to make. And guess what? Probably not. Well, iron, bone, if we had any, sea lantern, and we're stuck. This one needs the previous tier and another star. So that's not going to work. We're just going to go with standard dirt because that is what we have. See the difference? Yeah, I think we don't need to talk about that. That's okay. It is what it is. We had Silk Touch. We could just pick them up and then, you know. I mean, we do have Tinker's Construct, which means we can make Tinker's Tools, and it still doesn't get us anywhere, because what we need is... Nope. Is that too much? Sponge? Yeah, we would need a sponge tool rod, because sponge gives you squeaky, and squeaky basically is Silk Touch. But for that you need 3 sponges, which is specifically yellow wool. That's interesting. Wood chippings from X-Compressum, which I think are easy to make, but then slime block, not gonna be a thing. And all of this is just drying out the used, the wet sponges, so that's also not gonna work. That's all way too up there in the tech. Squeezer, yeah, unfortunately that's just doing the same. There's no other way of making an actual sponge. I mean, we should be happy that there is a way of making a sponge, right? We don't need to find a Guardian Monument, it's fine. But that's completely out of our league right now. Oh, we do have coagulated blood. That's not too bad to make then. As soon as I get into this, because I just need to stand inside the smeltery and that will actually make blood. Well, a blood chicken? Would you like some blood chicken, sir? How would you like your blood chicken? Well done? That doesn't work. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Oh, well, that's the easiest way I can think of getting into a slime ball. Especially if you put this in a compacting drawer, you can put these in, take that out, and then downcraft that back into regular slime balls if you ever need some. So that is a nice cheesy way of doing that. Does that work with pink slime? Yes, it does. Really? If pink slime turns into regular slime blocks, what you want to do is take one pink slime, put it into a compacting drawer, and then just put slime blocks in, because then you can just take pink slime out. it converts both ways. So, yeah. There's another OP way of getting pink slime. You just need one, and one is fairly easy to get. But yeah, that's okay. I can live with that. It's cool. Anyway, back to sponges. So slime is something we could do. Yellow wool. Okay, we need yellow, which is, you know, just dandelion. So there's the grass I can put in here. I can put down more dirt blocks, we can get more grass. Not a big deal. The wool itself is just string. Yeah, it's string. So that's fine. That leaves wood chippings. And for wood chippings, we just need a wooden hammer on a block that doesn't exist. Or oak wood. That works as well. We could do this. Except for the slime, which still needs the Tinker's thing. Unless we get a cow and a mushroom from somewhere. Okay, let's not get too far ahead. How are you doing? Wow. I tried wasting enough time and it wasn't enough, it seems. What I also should do is take this guy and have this produce another bucket worth of water so I can have 2 whenever I need them. Right. So we're doing this. We have wood going, and that seems to be going nicely. We still didn't get the sticks roll, it seems, but as you can see in the tooltip there, we have 24 birch wood, 2 leaves, and 1 sapling. And we just got 2 more leaves with the last grow cycle. Cool. How about you? Well, let's not talk about that. There are things we just don't talk about. Dilithium ore. Is the Enterprise flying by here? Do we... Ow. Well, since we have those black holes down there, I guess having dilithium isn't that much of a big deal. I think the next thing I want to do is get some floors in here. So we need to get rid of all the stone, and then I hope... Yes, of course. Chisel is in the pack. So we can use the chisel, use it on standard stone, probably also on cobblestone. No, just stone. Okay, well, smelting that up isn't really that much of a big deal, especially since we have wood on endless production now in the bonsai pot, so we can make more charcoal. All good. But with that, we can make some nice textures using the cobblestone we have here. And we soon have our first cobblestone generator to make lava faster, which is really the only reason why I'm making a cobblestone generator there. Anyway, that out of the way. Generator, what were those called? Ultimate Skyblock Resource Generator. Anybody ever try to type that? Fine. 5 letters, fine. This one we probably won't need if we have the big one, the standard one that we're gonna make for the lava generation. But then I want to get into these fairly quick. So we need more lava. Obviously, there's always more lava. We need more water, fine. Golden pickaxe. Are we getting gold over here? Well, you bet. And yes, sure we can smelt that. Oh man, this is cheesy. Technically, we could take that and put it right on top of furnace, right? Because this is kind of producing as fast as this one can process. All we need is a steady supply of burnable material. Or power, and use a powered version. A couple of hoppers will do the trick for providing fuel and all that. Or, you know, these. Which we can then flatten. Oh, that's what I need the redstone for, right. And the glass and things and, you know. Let's actually make some of those. What do we need? We needed that, but a lot more than that. We do have the redstone. Some. We do have the glass. 1 craft makes 64. Did anybody just say OP? I mean, this is it. This is it. And that's a standard recipe. There's nothing cheesy about that. That's just the way it is. Okay, then we want to do this, for which I need another bucket. Well, my bucket is full right now. Bit of thing. And with that, my bucket is gone. Need more iron. You don't do iron, right? I didn't say anything. Shut up. Sifting for iron. What are you talking about? We have gold. We need more sticks. Let's use up the last oak wood that we have here. Make a couple sticks. There you go. Getting gravel for sifting. Do we still need that actually? I want one of these just to put it in the world and see what it does. Definitely. That needs iron. It's okay. Dirt. Redstone, we're already getting over there. This is still faster though, so might be a thing. Yeah, we don't need that one really. Soul sand. The thing is, the block you're making needs to be in the middle. So we need soul sand first before we can make a soul sand generator. It's probably an easy way of getting that. Heat sand, forget it. Any dark, so wither dust will work with sand. This we should be getting from a mob farm without any problem. So that's probably the way to go here. Or we just go to the nether and mine it. Or, you know, chickens. Oh, there's witch water. Right. Oh, that's cool. We can actually do nether mobs, like wither skeleton and such, in a standard mob farm. Spawn a skeleton, have it walk or step into witch water, and it turns into a nether type mob. Which will be the wither skeleton then. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. I don't play this game. Sludge refiner also work, makes a lot of things just by sludge turning into whatever. Okay. Why were we looking this up? For reasons. Sure. At least it generates nether rack and not nether wart. That would be weird. And stone needs an ender pearl. Okay. Snow needs snow. Ice needs snow. Oh, it's just a different form of tool. Fine. Obsidian. That's one of the first ones I want. They're worth quite a bit, actually. Well, the amount of things you put in here should be the EMC that they are worth. So that is fine. Look at it. Is that 4 buckets, actually? Should be 1. I need some of this. Surprise iron. Also, right now, I just need you to smelt. Shut up and smelt. God, this is glorious. Need a couple more buckets here. Thank you. There we go. And we need the other cobblestone generator. There's no way around it. It's the only one that actually gives us a boost. Right here. There you go. It's been taking way too long. But we got there eventually. Let's upgrade. That's tier 2. Tier 3 is waiting over here, I hope. That's not iron ore. That's... it said iron ore, but I picked up the diamond ore. It's glorious. You... Okay. Let's do it the easy way then. There's probably some ore duplicating, tripling, quadrupling method whatsoever. Getting it for free, who cares, right? Don't need to get it even faster. I'm fine with what we have. Also, you should be gone. Lovely. Let's put you in there. That would be you. Next is emeralds. Do your thing. And the last one is blaze rods. Yeah, blaze rods. Ooh, that is in here. Interesting. That's one way to do it. If I have EMC, why would I ever want to do that? Yeah, once, and then I can learn this one and I never need to do a conversion again because I can just spawn in this. Try it. We may have to get into some chickens, but then again, this is our world. We don't have any more space than this. At least not that I can see. Unless we get to the nether, the end, we can, you know, outsource over there. We may be able to go into the nether and then calculate the distance so that we make another nether portal and spawn up back in there. I don't know. Maybe we have to use a cake and can't use a portal. I don't know. It's a Skyblock world. Skyblock worlds are weird in itself. That's what they do. Why does that not work? Oh, you need the... That's the tier 4. And that's the tier 5. Right. Okay. Well, for now... Oh, wait. I can do this. Full. Well, it could have been that easy. Which means we need a lot more buckets. About that many. Actually, that's not even close. Because each of the generators needs 2 buckets. So that will give us 6 different generators right there. Plus, we need all the other tools. We need more iron. That could be that one. Redstone, probably not right now. Iron, we have some gold. What the heck is that? Oh, what? What? Does that have any special properties? Oh, it looks good. Look at the attack damage. That's... Ooh. Whoop whoop. That's all you can do with it? Okay. Let's not think about it. Let's just not. We get osmium already. That's nice. Titanium. Sure. Emerald, diamond, standard. Coal. Coal helps. Didn't I just... Huh? That was very intelligent. Let's pretend that never happened. That works? Yes, it does. Nice. So we need... That's still full. Well, now we're waiting for water. I want this infinite water freaking bucket. That. There was another one, right? Eternal water bucket, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one we can't really do right now. Okay. Okay. Infinity bucket provides a lot of water. We could do this if we had the steel and the Eye of Ender. That's technically easy. We just need to, you know, get that. Which you can get from sifting. Dust. With a 5% chance. Or with the diamond mesh, which we now can do, a 10% chance. Well, that's not too bad. Ender pearls? Sifting? Anything? No? Mystical agriculture? Nope, don't feel it. Well, we could breed the right chicken. Which is down the rabbit hole he goes. I see Botania popping up every once in a while, and I don't like it. Fluid transposer, yeah, that's just doing that. Nope, not gonna happen. Blood infuser? Sure. Lucky egg drops. That could be something. Bonsai trees. We need a chorus fruit. We can't use the one that I have. We need to have the regular chorus fruit, which is... we need deep mob landing for that. Yeah, I thought as much. Or do this, but if we had that already, we wouldn't need that. Ah, okay. Loot bags? That would totally work. Yeah, that would totally work. So that's one way to get that. Or we could just do an Evertide amulet, for which we need dark matter. Does Botania also have an infinite water source? Scott, you know that. I don't. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That goes in there. Actually, I still need some of the buckets. Like that. Boop. Okay, let's think about what a generator... That was there. Which generator we want. I think if we still have to do sifting, we should probably look up first. And let's just do that. For uses. We probably still have to do that, but that's some more steps than just having netherrack. Also, we need nether wart to make the generator. We just had a look at that, so that's not gonna work. Sifting sand to get prosperity shards and ancient spores, that might be something. I think the ancient spores are what we need to make witch water, if I remember correctly. These we are generating with the sapling, don't need that as well. But this one we don't yet have, and there is no what's it called? Bedrock that we can punch here or set on fire to get these. So that might be a thing where we still need to do sifting if we don't find another way. We don't have endstone, so that is out of the question. Dust gives us blaze powder. Can we turn that into sticks? How? What the hell? Okay, sure. And we turn blaze powder back into sticks. Well, let's put it this way. If we can make a compacting drawer. Where's the... Squeezer makes lava. Oh, coffee maker. I want a coffee maker. Compressor. This compresses into blaze rods. So we might be able to put blaze powder into a compacting drawer and get blaze rods out of it. Probably not. Because usually you get this, blaze rods turn into blaze mesh, but you know, you don't get blaze powder turns into blaze rod. Even though it works the other way around. Usually. Doesn't seem like it. At least not just by standard crafting. Or it's hidden somewhere where I can't find it. You would think it would be on the first page, right? There it is. But this works blaze rod into blaze powder. It doesn't work blaze powder into blaze rod. So there's your problem. So we can't do the Cobblestone Generator upgrade doing it this way. That would be too cheesy. Dang it. Okay, well, still worth getting. What else is here? Gunpowder, yeah. Crushed black quartz, probably also not too bad. Bone meal is also nice to have. Glowstone, well, there's a glowstone generator. So, once we have the first few, we just do this. Well, the first one, and then we just do this. Don't even need to worry about it. Soul sand. Nah. Nah. Also not worth it. Well, sand is always worth having for glass, right? So, you know what? Let's start with that one. Why not? We need iron shovels. How much iron do we have? Enough, it seems. Sticks. Looking good. And I want more than just that. Dang it. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You just use your scroll wheel and scroll down and it makes those. Since they don't stack, you can't just, you know, keep clicking. And if you do shift click, keep, you know, inventory full. You don't want that either. So scroll wheel works. Can I do this? Looks like it. Okay, let's have a look at that guy. Putting it here. Not doing anything. Can't click, can't shift click. But I think this thing export into an adjacent inventory. I hope. Let's make another drawer. And this time we just go for a standard drawer. Nope. Can I break it like that? Oh, that takes forever. We do have some resources, right? And some XP. That's good. We still have diamonds? Yes, we do. Sometimes all you need is some vanilla. Oh, there's a grass block. Lovely. Now, do you output anywhere? Or do I actually... Can I shift right click you? Yes, I can. I actually have to use a hopper. Or anything really, because I don't know. Use the transfer things you made. Yeah, but those are not done yet. Well, let's keep working with these. So we have transfer pipes, we have some fluid transfer nodes now. Next thing I want is an anvil, because why wouldn't you need an anvil, right? Need more iron. Story of my life. Here's some iron. This is gorgeous. I like it. Imagine we had 10 of those running. I wouldn't even know what to do. Gimme. That. All of that. You go away. It's not enough. There you go. Then, what is it? Oh, look at me. Vanilla recipes, and I actually know them. And then we do this, and then we do this. And 4 transfer nodes become 8 flat transfer nodes. No, one of them actually becomes 8. That's even better. Keep that. Nope, don't keep the diamond ore. I never ever use a diamond ore for anything. But I do use diamonds for a lot of things. Right, what we can do now is that. And then we use this. As long as it's showing green, I think you can invert that by holding shift or control, I'm not quite sure. If it's showing green, then it's pumping this way. So this is where it inputs, and on this side, it would be red if you turn it the other way around. Then it would mean it would extract from this block. But this is what we want. I'm making things too complicated. Do this. As you can see, this one is filling up from there. Lovely. I need to get started with tinkers so I can make a paxel and don't have to worry about the tool I'm using. Although... we have AIoTs, all-in-one tools. Which means I'm probably going to do this relatively soon. Just need some obsidian, which shouldn't be that difficult to do. If we don't go the chicken route. And if we actually go this route. I mean, we do have a barrel already. We can make another one. Put it right here with a transfer node. So we put we transfer the lava over in here. Then we just need to put water on top. There's a number of ways to do that. No good one right now. Well, I can think of a few. Let's start doing that. So we need another what? Barrel? Nope, nope, no, not you, not that thing. Almost. Give me stone. There you go. You... I like these flat transfer nodes. They're just gorgeous. Look at that. They're not fast. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But they do the trick, right? They are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Now the thing is, if we're making obsidian here, I probably want to pump that out. Oh. Idea. That one, please. Oh, we're missing stone again. Lovely. Story of my life. That up in there. Probably also want to have another round of leaves go in there. Otherwise that doesn't really work. I need... That should be fine. Let's make some more. Scryptar, what are you doing? I'm not going to tell you. Shut up. That's the wrong way around. It still works, but it's the wrong way around. That's correct. There's a block there, so now if I put water on top here, I just need something on this side, which is fine. Yeah, I knew it. There. And one bucket of water coming right up. Yes, sir. This, just checking where things are attached here right now. So that works. There's your obsidian. And all I need to do is right click that and get it, and it will refill. And this will go freaking fast because tier 3 Cobblestone Generator and all the things. There's another one. Okay, so that's working. Now what I want is this. And I think I was running out of chests. There's 32 chests. I mean, we have all the wood coming in over here. We don't really need to worry, right? Yeah, there's 2 stacks plus 56. Oh, right, that's good. Got all the things coming in. So, you make me this. And where's my anvil? I am just blind. Oh, it's up here. It's gray on gray. That's why. No, it needs to be up here so it actually drops a decent amount, it seems. This is pretty cool. And then we go that. And I'm pretty sure you see it coming, right? There's another drawer right here. Don't need you anymore. Go in there. And now we just don't need to do anything. This will just passively make obsidian until the drawer is full. What more do you need? Looks a little weird. Crammed and everything, but well, it works. Yeah, that's fine. What we could do is get another hopping bonsai from over there. And have that go in here. Because basically what happens is, if this produces a resource that that thing can't use, that is the attached inventory, that resource will just disappear. I think it has some sort of an internal inventory where it stays, because you can break this bonsai pot and you will get things. Not a lot of them. If you leave this running for an hour, you will still get like 3 logs or something. But it will just basically void the log, do another cycle, and if it does saplings or leaves, they will just go in there. It's not 100% satisfying, because as soon as I take the water out, it will need to refill. And if there's no buffer in between, then it will have to go through a cycle to produce one of these 2 items out of 3 it could. So it will take quite a while to produce the actual items to go in there. That will take longer than just dropping them in there from within the hopper. So you do want some sort of buffer in between. Maybe a drawer? I could put the hopper underneath this thing. Yeah, then probably need to filter something. Don't know. I think for now we can handle that manually. Also, should we be able to make an infinite spring by now? Isn't that a thing? For our daily water needs? Pretty sure I'm going about this the wrong way right now. Somewhere where it's not in the way. Yeah, that will do. Yeah. Right there. Just changing these blocks so I can vein mine this without having the water spill everywhere. And then, well, I have this one bucket, put that over there. Then in about 4 hours I will have another bucket. Well, you know, I can speed this up. Well, it needs to, but I can do this. And then take this one. Yeah. How are we doing on obsidian? 37. Well, that's not bad. Let's take all of that. And now we're getting into this. So this has a durability of 32,000. If we were to use diamond, it's only 6,200. And it's the same mining level, I believe. So, this is what we're going to do. 1. Probably bookmark that or something. Well, it's right over here. 2. Just because I bookmarked it, I'm now going to actually use it. So I can say afterwards it was well worth it, even though it wasn't. And a hole. And now I'm going to use this one again, just because. And there we go. And we're now going to use this. That can go away, that can go away, and all of this can go away. And we are actually done. So now I have a tool which does everything. Yeah, that's glorious. Chisel. We have diamonds now. Let's make a good chisel. Jeez. Oh. Yeah, how about the real good one, the eye chisel? Totally not a play on any random products that I could think of. We need this to get started. And for some reason, we already have gold and redstone in our inventory. Cool. So, right-click to open GUI, left-click to chisel blocks in the world, target a block by leaving it in the inventory. Alright. Reinforced dirt. Okay. Layers. That looks like farmland somehow. Brick-topped dirt. We could actually build with dirt, but then again, you know, it's really not doable enough, I think. Oh, there's so many things you can do here. Okay, dirt, go away, you go away, you go away. You just get deleted because I don't need you ever again. Let's look into some more generators because we have the necessary materials right now. I'm still not doing this right. Ultim. Since this works now, I think we're just going to go with the same deal. Which means we're not going to get them the resources very fast. Still, it's better than nothing. Let's pick you up. Pick you up. Put you away. Pick you up. And we're gonna go all the way over there and set up a bank of generators right here. Should probably do this. Drop in the hole. Try to crawl back out. Fail miserably. No. You just have to jinx it enough. And then you don't have to worry about it. Boop. There's the front. Yeah, look, that's going really slow, but that's the transfer speed of the transfer node. That is not the generator right there. If we find something faster, ow, something that transfers faster, like an NIO conduit, we should be good. So what we really want to have is this one. And that should be doable. Where is the rest of our clay? We don't have clay. We have 1 brick. Well, 6 bricks. We don't have any clay, do we? Oh, I like how that searches here and there. That's so good. Okay. Wouldn't the hopper be faster than that? It would look uglier, but it's probably faster. Let's try that. I have all the things in my inventory. I still can't get used to having all the things I need in my inventory. Wow. Okay, we need one of you. And something like that. Aha, gotcha. Also need to rotate you. Return you. That's a new word. I like that. Crescent hammer is something I don't have. Tin. Whew. There you go. Also, I should be able to make the drawer key to lock that thing. Yeah, I need one of those, which I can do. And I need one of those, which I can do. And then I can do this. Boop. Locked. You too. You too. Well, that's not going to work. I can also lock this. And now, even if I take out the last one, this will still remember that only obsidian goes in here, and we don't have to worry about this being replaced by something else. Not going to happen over there, but you know, it could happen over here or wherever, if we mess stuff up. This is one easy, very easy way of filtering. Might as well use it. Doesn't seem like we need that hammer anymore. Don't need you right now. Okay, let's try that. That is faster, no matter how you look at it. How about you? So it's generating resources at the speed the hopper is transferring them. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 1 sand in here. And a hopper does 2 items per second, or 1 item, transferring 1 item every 10 ticks. So we're generating 2 per second. This doesn't really tell you how fast it is. Well, we can compare that in a minute once we have the second one, which I put right next to it. Do we have more drawers? No, we don't. I need more of those. I need a lot more of those. There you go. And then we are going to, what was it? Control? Yeah, so now it pushes down. I'm going to put the next generator. And then we're going to put the next generator on top. That's what I was going to say. Scott is sitting there laughing his butt off right now. Oh, yeah, it's glorious. Ultim. Back to things. So we need 1 clay. which is a sand and a flowery bouquet of water. And yes, I'm still using that even though I do have an infinite spring there. It's fine. Could have done the infinite spring way earlier, by the way. It's just me being me, not thinking clearly enough. Good. So where? Oh, I had it right there. Iron shovel. How are we on iron ingots? We seem to be good. So it seems like we've done this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clay. That. Somehow we're out of lava buckets already. Well, that's not a big deal. And full again. Oh man, this is so good. That doesn't seem to be working. Or was it the other way around? Does that matter? Seems to matter. Where's my water bucket gone now? I have 3 lava buckets. Where's my water bucket? It's not just me, right? I had a water bucket a second ago. Still in here somewhere? Not showing yourself? Not in here? Fine. I'm gonna use this water now. There you go. This looks like 1 per second. That is definitely faster. We have 10 stacks already. That's so great. Okay, so faster way of transporting things. Now that we're actually getting clay in any reasonable amount, we can get into making brick stairs. So we can do the cyclic ones. There. Technically, we only need the extraction cable. Unless we actually want to go a certain distance, but we don't really. So that should be enough. So all we need is that. Only when we need the cable do we need the brick stairs. Oh, okay. That was a waste of time. Iron nuggets, no problem. Weighted pressure plates, pff, yeah. Wait. There. 13 of them. Now we need more iron. If only we had a way of getting iron. Oh wait, here's a stack. That reward, that right there, broke a game that is already OP because it's more casual than anything else. I like it. Totally happy about this. Not worried at all. Let's make a good amount. 36 sounds about like a number that's divided by 2. So we can do this. Dropper, yeah, well. Cobblestone, well, that's easy. Ooh. Yeah, that's working fine. No, not shift click. Just right click would be good. There you go. Takes a while to generate, but it holds a stack, so we already have a stack and a half almost. It's good. Let's get that. Redstone, I still have a little bit. Let's get a few more. Some XP, we're leveling up, everything's good. Probably just put these down and break them, right? Yeah, that gives me more. And there's vein mining. So I'm actually worried about not wasting redstone with generating it that fast. That's awesome. What was I doing? I know what I was doing. I was doing these. Let's bookmark them. We're gonna need them more often. So, we are going to make a bunch of those. Whoosh. 10. 10 is good. And then we can do this because we have a lot of these and they stack, and that's glorious. We don't have enough nuggets. That can be rectified in a second. For now, cables. And we'll worry about the rest in a second. Okay, so if we... Come on. Delete that one. You go away here for a second. Can I... No, I cannot. I can do this. That's not what I wanted. I want to pick that back up. I think you can shift-click that flat transfer node to pick it back up. I'm not 100% certain. Then again, shift-clicking too close to the container picks up the container. So, yeah. That just happened. First thing we want to do now is lock this. Why? Well, you will see. Then, no, I actually need to be down here. Attach that. Now I need to be up here. Ugh, come on. I'm getting twitchy. That. So, these connect in between, so they can pump stuff where... Oh, look at that speed. Oh! Well, that problem is solved. Control, not shift. Yeah. Oh, I'm literally crying right now. That's perfect. Whatever I wanted to say, it doesn't matter anymore. Just look at it, look at the numbers go up, and be happy about it. Cyclic does have a wrench, if I remember correctly. Now, can I use the crescent hammer for that? Because that usually works on everything. No. They have always been picky. Didn't these work with a redstone torch? It doesn't say here. Cyclic guidebook, which we can't make. There's no recipe for it. Great. Very, very great. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Rotate simple blocks if they are able to. Yep, that's what my crescent hammer does. Thank you. Even though this is, yeah, that's relatively easy to make. It's lovely. Player launcher. Uh-huh. Doesn't this thing have the torch launcher as well? Chaos Reaper. Glorious. I might be thinking of a different mod that has that. Nope, there it is. Spawns in the torch wherever it lands and just uses durability. If you put mending on this tool, that could be pretty cool. I think you can also just charge this. Ooh, that's easy to make. There are a couple of these in different mod packs. One of them you just fill up with torches and then you can shoot them out. If you run out of torches, then it will just use durability until it breaks. Some of these can be automated, so it places a torch at your feet whenever you reach a certain light level and such. I can't really remember which is which. I think there was a wrench in here. Oh, again, maybe not. Yeah. I can't shift right click on these because, well, that wrench or the crescent hammer is a thermal foundation and this is not a thermal foundation block. Otherwise, shift right click will just immediately pick them up. What I can do is this, and then I can do this and block the connection, and then I can place down this, and now they can't connect. If I want to make really, really, really sure, I can also block them. that side, but I can't reach that side because these are full block, like the old hoppers you can't reach through, even though it looks like it. Forget it. Well, it's, you know, it's just something to be aware of. Yeah, that was perfect parkour. I need to get rid of all of this and actually make a platform. I think we're going to do that in between streams. Getting rid of all this structuring stuff. You are growing out of control. I think one got destroyed right there. And putting in some floors. Like 3, maybe 4 high. I definitely want, you know, one floor right there. So that we get this nice little window. Probably relatively big floor up to there. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks high. So we can do some complicated machines and such. Most of this stuff, as you can see, is like 3 high. That's like 2, maybe 3 high. I mean, this is 1, 2. Going over plus the water, yeah, that is 3 high. Sifting is like, yeah, 1 high, unless you want to automate this with an auto clicker, but you can place that one here, so it's still 1 high. No need to worry about anything. I think that main floor will also have a mob farm of sorts. Just some little setups that take time to set up and are not really that interesting to watch because it's the same all the time. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Where are we in terms of quests? Did we actually manage to finish anything here? No. Why would we? Yeah, we know all of that. So, it doesn't tell you how to get the blaze rods. Now, let's have a look. We can't do this because that needs deep mob learning. We don't have mystical agriculture set up yet. We don't have any chickens, which we could. But just for that, getting into this seems to be like a bit of a thing. First of all, we don't have any eggs right now. And that's what we would need. And then we need to breed those. Like, this needs to be an iron chicken crossbred with a yellow chicken to make a gold chicken. And, yeah, rabbit hole. So that can't be the way to get about doing that. What? That's also not it. We're not into EMC right now, and we... No. There's a stone transportation table. Ha! Get it? This is probably one way to do it, because we can get the blaze powder, so trying to make a compactor, yeah, not right now, because first of all it needs some sort of RF, electricity. Bronze, we can probably alloy that. Tin and copper, which are resources that we have. That's also just copper, that's some gold. That machine frame is, well, tin we have, iron we have, we just use that, so that is not a big deal, that is not a big deal. We could do this. Alright. Blaze rod chicken, well, as you can see, breed, gold chicken and lava chicken, that's the same as this, just a different mod that does the exact same thing. See? Oh wow, I'm Germanizing again. Same here. Nope. So it's this. It's loot bags. We need a mob farm, which also gives us Specter coils. 256 IF per tick. Weren't those like 64? Or 128? Something like that? This seems to be a bit much. Ooh, cow in a jar. This is how we get milk. Lovely. Portal charm. Most useless piece of thing ever. Portal charm that just makes it so that when you step into a portal, as in creative mode, you immediately go through. You don't have to wait for the whole animation thing. Yeah. Cobalt ingot. That's probably faster than sifting. Storage upgrade, sure. Hello. Oh, wait a second. If that is in here, I see you right there. I should totally do this. Just to get this set up and running, I should totally do this. For those of you who don't know, time in a bottle, you have to have that in your inventory, and then it starts charging up. So whenever a second in the real world passes, you will basically add this second to your bank account inside the bottle. And then you can use that, the saved up time, to speed up machines. The first click requires 30 seconds, which would basically make the machine go twice as fast. Second click is 60 seconds. That's cool. The second, when you're talking about seconds, that's totally not confusing for a non-native speaker. Third click, 120 seconds, so you're already at what, 180, 210, and you can go up to 5? Yeah. So if you sum this all up, you're using like, I don't know, 6 minutes to make the machines go 6 times as fast, which is really cool. You need to have those 6 minutes in there, so you need to spend 6 minutes in real time in the game, and then you can use those 6 minutes to speed up a machine for 30 seconds to go 6 times as fast. Still good. If you're breeding chicken or something like that, this is what you want to just make, speed it up so you don't have to wait. This is what we would have needed for that clay operation while we still were working on, with the torch for the clay, the lava operation, right? Before we had the Cobblestone Generator. But we didn't have the resources then because we needed, that to get this all set up. Yeah, I think. Can't remember. What do I need for you? I need lapis. I have diamonds. I have glass. It's just stomach glass. I have gold, and this is just gold and redstone, so I just lapis. Not up there. Down there. That's what she said. There's lapis. I'm still walking. Not the crafting table. I'm gonna be over here now. Not using the crafting table. It's not gonna happen. There. And missing the bottle. I know. I'm working on it. I am out of glass, it seems. I have 1. That's not enough. Let's smelt up a whole bunch. Since we're getting that for free now. You should be full, right? Yup. You can upgrade the drawers with extensions. Right here. To hold even more than that, but I think that's 2048 blocks in there. 32 stacks. How much more do you need? Okay, that should be good. There you go. And it starts counting. And right now I can't do anything because I don't have the time. The double meaning behind that doesn't escape you, I hope. I don't have the time. Yeah. Okay. Dirt. Gravel. You know what? I'm not even mad. We're good. Don't need you anymore. Oh, I should probably use this. Which means I can now do this. And we're still surviving on the apples we found in the very beginning. That's absolutely gorgeous. Also don't need cactus right now. I am going to put you in here though, just in case. Hello. Is that ember? No, it's amber. Not ember with E. So that's hopefully not in the pack, because that's one of the most annoying mods ever. Oh. Clay mining, hunger, it's a thing. And we don't have any more apples. Can we make an apple tree? If I could spell it, probably. No. That's a bit of a pity, because apple tree sapling in a bonsai pot would just give us apples. How do we get apples? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but honestly. Yeah, there's no bonsai way of getting apples, it seems. That's a bit of a pity. Which means we need another food source. Well, we also need to go through all these for the progression. So we do need apples. Anyway, we can do Bam's Pineapple Pizza, which is just that, It's a little more crafting, but then again, this is like 4 haunches and what, 6 saturation? Look at that. And it's cheaper in EMC, so basically there's less material in here. And it's just bread, which is just wheat, which is just something we don't have. Well, it's easy to do, right? We just bone meal some grass. Which we still have over there. Yep. I need to somehow get some grass going. Somewhere. Right now, hunger, saturation all looks good, so we don't really need to worry about it. Not doing any strenuous tasks. We have our generators doing this stuff for us. But then again, over here it's midnight. We've been at it for about 3 hours now. So, if I ever get out of this hole... Thank you very much. These should be all cleaned up pretty nicely. Well, looks weird. I know. But stuff is going to move. We have enough buckets to move the water source. All of this can move. The only issue is that right now. Well, that's a lot of items. So, let's have a look into grass block. How would we go about making one? That's not gonna happen. If we had Beep Bop Chick, how do I get you? By making this one. Can't be bread. Lace grass block. Yeah, that is true, but how do I make one of those? Doesn't have a recipe. I can look that up. I think that's actually quite easy to do. There are some that are just weird, like the smart chicken right here. Comes from a smart chicken. Doesn't tell you how that works. You basically just hit a regular chicken with a book and you get a smart chicken. Same with the beep bop thingamajig that just went away again. It's somewhere in here. Something that you just hit a regular chicken with and you get that. The only thing we need is, well, a chicken, so egg of some sorts. Well, loot bags, it seems. The good thing is, we don't need to throw these. We have nests from hatchery, which needs a little bit of hay, which we are about to make. So yeah, you put the egg in there. You just right click it in there, and it has a 100% guarantee of hatching a chicken. You can even sit on it. Sitting on the egg will also increase the speed of hatching, and we have a time in the bottle, so really not much of a thing. Ooh, nice. There's a lot of things in here. We're still looking about making grass. Is there any other way? Well, yeah, that. I can't make one, it seems. No recipe. Awesome. Hopefully we get that as a quest reward somewhere, otherwise that path is completely blocked to us. What the? Well, that's laying eggs, and that is chicken drops. Okay, when the chicken are running around in the world, they actually drop that. And this is the egg that you put, like, somewhere? You put the chicken in the nest, the chicken in the nesting pan. Where would you use the egg? I don't know, I don't get it. Oh, this is something we could do. We make a hydrator, and then we just, well, you need water in there. You need 2 dirt and grass, which, you know, bone meal, shears, you get the grass, right? And, oh yeah, this is easy to do. We have clay. Terracotta is, you know, clay. Is it? Yeah, it still is. Just do it. Water bucket, easy. Dropper, well, we already have that. Can make more. Do we need power? Don't think so. Input blocks above and withdraw on other sides. So on all other sides, that's pretty good. Then again, we only need to do this once. We need one grass block, like down there, and then this whole patch will become grass, right? Okay, so that's, yeah, that's the way to make grass. I knew there was an easy way, I just couldn't find it right there. Dehydrator is basically the same, just works with lava and does the opposite. Basically smelting. Okay, that's done, that's done. That I'm gonna bookmark for later. That looks like a sprinkler system. Do we have sprinklers? Oh yes, we do, both of them. The cyclic one and the open blocks one. I think this one is better. It's bone blocks though. Okay, well. Just put this on the water source and it runs and hydrates an area relatively fast. It's also something we could use. I think you can even put that on the the gross accelerator crystal block thing, because that does count as a water source. 100% sure though. Anyway, we digress. By we, I mean you, because I totally don't. Where are we in the quests? Same where we were before. Looks like a little bit of a pyramid here. Also, by accident, we did that one. Which means next is Endstone, which is also something we do in the Crucible, I think. Or, well, the barrel. Where we did that stuff. I think, in between streams, I'm going to do the meshes. Gonna set up a little sifting area for whatever reason. We might still need it. Just gonna be a small one, like, you know, a 3x3, maybe even just a 2x2. This is all done. I'm gonna set up some more of the bonsai pots, since we now have all the clay in the world. Might as well get it set up. And we're still stuck here. Can't do anything. I may start a mob farm, at least the general outline of a mob farm. What do we need to get one of those Ferroflair Lanterns? Oh, that's dirt cheap. Sift one glowstone, make a glowstone generator. Never have to worry about it. So I can switch all of these to line of sight. And then we can actually have some dark spots and make a mob farm. As soon as we kill the first couple mobs, we may be able to just use a player trap, which uses any mob head and a stone to make a trap. And this trap actually drops XP and unique drops that you only get when you kill a mob as a player. Well, it says that player only mob drops. What am I even talking about? So that is probably an easy way. We'll probably also have spikes. Yup, we could just go full diamond spike, since we're getting diamonds for free. No problem whatsoever. We could go with those. The redstone control ones. Those also work. Yeah, sure. What else do we have? Mob slaughter factory and all that we can't do yet, because that all needs power, but we could just go with the mob masher as usual, because that can be upgraded with looting and smite and beheading and all that. Mob fan, easy. Yeah, that makes it really, really easy. I like that. And this seems to be the standard recipe, and all this needs is a redstone signet, so you just attach a lever to it and it runs. No need to worry about a thing. I like that idea. And then we put in a dispenser where we can put witch water in, and with that witch water we can, you know, turn the mobs that spawn into nether mobs, and we can turn it off if we don't want that. Put a little drawer system to it. How about the actual drawers? We would need one of these. Yeah, easy. As soon as we get the quartz, which we can sift. Yes, we can. From soul sand, for which we need what? Sand and tainted soil, whatever that is. Well, as soon as we get the first wither dust, which we can get from wither skeleton skulls, or by, I think you can just get them from killing withers as well. So, yeah, we can get into that. I think there's a nifty trick with this one when you go to the sugar. Yeah, this one right here. Usually what you can do is, you do this to get 8 sugar, and then you can use one of these sugars in here to make more sugar, so you basically never run out as long as you still have one. Doesn't seem to be enabled in this pack though. Who cares? You get it for free anyway. Doesn't matter. Alright, so there's a lot of things we need to do to progress. It is an easy mod pack. There is a little bit of grind. So far it's been fun. And you know, there's a lot of stuff we still have to do. I have no idea how to set up mystical agriculture in a confined space like this. I also don't know why we would have a world like this when we can't go to other worlds like that one over there. So maybe there's a way. I mean, considering that you can already see, not you, that there is the end over here, so we probably will go to the end at some point. We have the cakes. Yes, we do. We have the end cake. There is no nether cake, it seems. I mean, you could do a standard portal. If that works. I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to go to the nether. I don't really care if you're supposed to go to the nether. We might just try it. If it's not directly in the pack, we might just completely skip that and keep on going with what we have. But for now, thanks everybody for watching. It has been 3 hours. It has been a blast. I'm gonna do more streams. I don't know when. I'm sorry. I'm on holidays this week, which means tomorrow is Thursday. On one of these days, I'm probably gonna have a collaboration stream with Pash. We're gonna do World of Warships in English, which is new for him, or different thing for him, because he usually does German, but that's why he wants me in there. So, yeah, we'll see. Other than that, I still have a family and I'm still on holidays. I need to get my feet on the table at some point, because these past months have been just crazy. Who am I telling? Right? It's COVID-19, everybody's affected. But at work, it's a thing. So, I don't know. I might just do another tomorrow. It may be the day after. You will know if you follow me on Twitter, because that's why I announce it. Well, you can also follow me on Twitch, obviously, because then you get a notification. I'm just one of those guys who has all these notifications turned off. It just annoys me. I see it in Discord, because Discord follows Twitter of all the guys I usually watch. So I see in my own Discord whenever I need to be somewhere to watch things. And I know a lot of people that do the same thing. So Twitter is where you get the announcements. For now, still looking gorgeous. I like it. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye-bye.